I am not missing contact information. Go away. Right. Right, let's see here. Gotta add some tags here. Can't spell right. Okay. Excuse me. Do. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I'm nervous. Okay, we're gonna start in a minute here. I got Twitter, Facebook. Thanks me. That's funny. Okay, let me close Discord. I'm gonna wait another minute, see if any more people show up before I actually start. Excuse me. I never took an allergy pill today. Do. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here. All right. So welcome. I'm gonna get started here. This is I don't have every single piece of pre-release content in here. I'm still working on this ROM, but I'm kind of doing it as I don't know what you call it, taking a break from the main games I'm streaming to kind of showcase like what I've been working on. This is an old game, obviously. Ignore that date on the bottom of it because I added that in myself. This is from 1992, I think, in the USA at least. So I'm going to just talk about a few things in the game. I plan on making an actual in-depth video detailing everything, all the changes I made, why I made the changes, why the changes have been changed to the final sprites, all that stuff. And of course a couple of my theories. So basically, I'm going to talk about the title screen a little bit. And I don't have anything set up to where I can show you the actual images. I'd have to like take my webcam off and turn it around and show you screenshots on my computer, which I'm not going to do. That's stupid. Because like I said, I do want to make an in-depth video that's going to take 2 or 3 weeks to make. I'm in the planning process of it right now. Excuse my coughing, please. So the title screen, there is a beta, or I don't want to call it beta. I don't like calling things beta here because with the Giga Leak, there's no indication of when the sprites were made, what era. I mean, kind of. There is a few things. I don't have that information. So I'm calling everything pre-release. I'm not using beta or alpha terminology because it could fit anywhere between. It has very, very 1990, maybe even 1989, I'm not sure, like, sprites from way back then, even the concept stages, they were making sprites. I have the sprites of when they were even, before they were even really developing the story of this game. So it's before beta. I just call it pre-release because that covers everything. And I can't go wrong with that. So, in one of the pre-release screenshots, it was the title screen, had a black background. In the actual release, the title screen has, at least in the States and maybe Europe, it has the castle, the moat around the castle, and the mountains in the background. In this beta screenshot, it doesn't have that. It's just a black background. You might be saying, oh, well, the screenshot could be before those graphics appear. It wasn't, because I know for a fact at one point the sword that strikes through the letter Z in the title screen, the pre-release screenshot of that sword have transparency effects in the hilt of the sword, so that when it's against the blue background of the title screen, you can see the blue coming through the sword and it looks stupid. So against a black background like this, it actually looks really nice. At least that's my theory, for the most part. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, though. They wouldn't show a title screen before the actual graphics. That would be weird. So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna reset this and get this actually started here. I was kind of explaining that to maybe get a few more people to show up in the meantime, but you'll get to see. I did change the subtitle of the game. Instead of Link to the Past, it was originally known as Triforce of the Gods. But the word gods has religious annotations to it, or connotations, I don't know the right word for that. So I actually... Nintendo doesn't like that in their games. So I changed it to Triforce of the Gods. I had to compress the wording a little bit because there's some like mirroring and copying effects happening. So as you can see, it's a black background. There were 3 areas in the ROM. Oh, I have to have this active, don't I? There are 3 areas of the ROM where the graphics were stored. I'm just gonna name myself Link. And it took me a long time to find all of it. And at first I thought I wasn't going to be able to actually do it successfully, but I ended up doing it. I forgot if I changed any of this text. Oh, in this treasure chest in this house, somehow it glitched, so you'll get to see that in a second. But I was still able to continue. I'm prisoner of the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing maidens. Now only I remain. I did change a little bit of this. I did the siren duty today, and it was easier than having to get that crystal, which was the next story quest. I kept being attacked by 4 or 5 things at once when I got close. I know, that does get annoying. Excuse me. I'm talking a lot, so it's working in my lungs and I'm coughing up allergen crap. I apologize so much. So in the original text, it says the wizard Aghanim has done something ... to the other missing maidens. I thought that flowed strangely, which in these old games, it's like a localization issue with language translations. Things are translated weirdly, and people have questions about that. I'll explain that more in a minute too. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 sages, not wise men, seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. I changed this text to here. Link, go back to sleep. I'll return by sunrise. You must not leave the house under any circumstance. Do you understand? Sure, Vin. Thank you for the like. I don't know. I thought that flowed better because, like, when things are explained in games, I like them to be pretty clear. Like, oh, okay. Now, that obviously does nothing. It says it's in my equipment. I can't use it. I don't know how that got messed up because I didn't even alter that chest. So these bushes are different. I think I have the palette wrong a little bit, but these are one of the pre-release images. It even looks a little bit different when I pick it up. I'm gonna go through and kind of show like the text I've changed also. The rupee and arrows graphics are also a little bit different. Those are from the beta. I think it actually is the beta. The plus beside the life text is also from a beta version of the game pre-release. In international releases, I don't know if it's still in the Japanese release. I don't know if it's still a plus, but like in our version in the States, like it was a little like dash against the life. Oh yeah, we know. Alright, what are you doing up this late, kid? You can stay home when you're grown up, now go home. I see you brought a map so you don't get lost. What's the X button to see your map? Excuse me. Alright, let's go around here. You look strong for a kid. How much can you lift? There's a button next to certain objects to lift them. I changed that a little bit too. I'll bet you can't wait until you're old enough to use the sword. Press the B button to use the sword when you get it. Is that mark on your map where you're heading? See, I wanted the soldiers to be, like, speak more human-like, like, on a personable level. I forgot, because I changed this a few weeks ago. I forgot what the original text was. But, I think it was giving more of a command. And so I wanted the soldier to kind of, like, give the impression of, like looking, like, hey, like, interacting with Link personally, like, looking over his shoulder, or, like, asking what he has. So he's asking a question to Link. You can often find valuables in chests. Press the A button in front of a chest to open it. That's nice. So, now we can go up here. Fast forwarding, I'm sorry. Here we go. Us soldiers have been around, kid. You can learn a lot from us, but you already know that. What are you doing up this late, kid? You can stay up when you're grown up. Go home. Wish I could stop Zelda from talking. So this guy. Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. That's all the soldiers. Now, we go down here. This is a beta version, or a pre-release version of Link's uncle. I don't know if they showcased him in a different area where you're supposed to meet him, because he's Link like completely flat and he kind of clips through the wall. But this is actually Link's uncle, how they used to depict him. So maybe at one point they had Link discover his uncle in a certain area other than here, and then they're like, no, let's have Link meet him like in this part of the castle. So they're like, we need to change his sprite to make it look like he's actually leaning up against the wall more. Like, that's one possibility. But alright, I did change his text a little bit here. This is, oh, Link, I didn't want you involved in this, so I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade, hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. You are Zelda's only hope. Now in the final release, of course, it says, you are I think it says you are Zelda's ... And of course, fans have speculated, oh, like, Zelda's your sister or something, and obviously not. Like, you would have that reference later in the game, but that's not spoken at all. So, in the Japanese release, it actually translates better as you are Zelda's only hope. But of course, again, it's a localization issue. In the 80s, early 90s, localization teams were pretty shit, so I try to improve that, make it better. There are some text problems I encountered. Now, these soldiers are different. It's one of the pre-release sprites. They depicted them as, you can see their faces in their helmets. They changed that later, obviously. I think they even had interviews about it, where, they didn't like the idea of, like, children seeing that, you're potentially killing humans. The pots are different, pre-release image. The lantern, I actually tried to recreate the sprite by hand. In some beta screenshots, it looks like this. I think this is exactly identically how it looks. So I'm kind of proud of that, because we don't have any clear images of it. So yeah, these soldiers, I recreated. I had to draw all the sprites by hand too. Every single sprite by hand. The shields are different. The swords are kind of diamond shaped like in the pre-release. I changed the colors of this. Now these tiles, these diamond tiles, are a little bit different. They have an extra line in the beta versions of the screenshots. The colors of the carpet and the outlining of the carpet are different. I changed that. They're lighter colored. These pots here are pre-release version. In the GigaLeak files, there's like what, 4 or 5 different versions of these large vases or pots, whatever you want to call them. The decorative objects right here. And I actually, do I have the cursor enabled? I don't. I can't show you. On the bottom corners of the sprites, though, you can see the little yellow gradients I put. I forgot to erase that. Now up here, this matches exactly pre-release screenshots because these tiles are yellow. Yellow. Wow, Randy. Pink. I mean pink. This is the color pink. I'm looking at the walls and speaking. These walls I lightened up because in the pre-release screenshots they are lighter. It's not 100% exact. I think I have to like change the gradient by 1, like shift it 1. This red soldier was not here. You can see he's on the wall. I don't know how to layer him correctly. It thinks he's on the top layer, but he can't get past the wall. Because if you see, this soldier I can kill. But this guy, he's on a different layer completely. I can't even hurt him. He doesn't even see me. But if I go up here on the 2nd floor, he sees me. But he can't go past, like, the borders, which is really weird. So yeah, there are glitches in this game. I can't really fix them at the moment. I have to kind of figure out how to do it. Alright, let's move on. And I'll explain more in the video that I'm making about all these changes I'm making. I'm gonna explain like how I kind of change the colors to what I know them to be, and other ones that I kind of had to like do guesswork. Because I kind of had to average out the color palette based on blurry images. We have the map. I hope I don't encounter any other glitches in this game. I really hope not. You can see this floor is different. Right here. There's a couple beta screenshots. And it is the beta for sure, I know that, because they're the actual screenshots that Nintendo published of the floor like this. They were blurry as hell. So I actually had to do guesswork of not only the sprite pattern, but the colors as well. Bye-bye, soldier. Yeah, I did contrast over exposure, saturation, and the lighting effects in Photoshop to try to mimic the blurry images. Marshall, you okay, buddy? Are you a good boy? Yeah. You're a good boy, aren't you? It's cutie. So when I lightened them up afterwards, they looked nearly identical to what the blurry beta screenshots were. So I think these are pretty close to, if not exactly the right colors that Nintendo used to have. Now they changed this, obviously, because when you go to areas that have this floor as well as water, it looks almost the same, like indistinguishable. We got the boomerang. So I'm pretty sure that's why they changed the pattern of the floor. Just like every game company now, oh, we will fix the glitches after release, yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know how to fix some of this stuff. Some of the glitches. Like, you get to the Dark World, there's no enemies. There's no actors. So there's no monkey. So you can't even enter the first dungeon in the Dark World right now. I don't know what happened. Because I didn't change anything. Even, shoot. Even when, I'll just talk about it when I'll just talk about it when I get there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Big key. Now, I think I don't remember if I changed Zelda's dialogue or corrected it, because there's problems where it like scrolls past and you can't read it. I did change her sprite to where it looked in the pre-release, one of the pre-release versions in the Giga Leak. Now this actually resembles more closely the official artwork of her, which is wearing that white and blue dress. So obviously when the artist of like the instruction manual and the artist of the game drew those official artworks, they did it based on this design. So sometime after that point, they had changed her design in the game. I'm feeling reading close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Sounds dangerous. Let's get out of here. This cell is starting to look cozy, though. I did not change this back. Because I forgot I can only have 3 lines of text, and that actually extends it. Oops. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Lucky girl. Got the blue rupee. So this is Zelda's original appearance. We don't get to see that until July 2020. So there you go. It's really cool. Alright, let's get out of here, right? I know the rupee icon on here used to be transparent too, because in old screenshots you see like green and red like through from the background. So that's something I kind of had to figure out myself. I don't know why I'm nervous about showcasing this. I'm nervous though. The only thing I can't edit is enemies' behaviors. I can't edit where the game tells the sprites to show up, like the locations, stuff like that. I have to change these red borders to the walls that I'm walking on, because they are a little bit different. Actually, those might be correct. I think I changed them correctly. I have to double check. Excuse me. I typically go this way. I remember playing this game as a kid. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to Sanctuary. I'm sure the old member will help us. I'm sure he will. Oh, there are beta versions of these sprites of these pillars too. I'm gonna change those eventually. It's one of the things I'm gonna work on next. So I haven't changed everything. Now in the video I'm gonna make of this, I'm gonna show where I got these colors and stuff from. There's an actual screenshot the developer saved in the Giga Leak files from the pre-release images. Alright, the ornamental shelf should open. You have a light, it's pitch dark inside, and you cannot see without one. Like, ready, let's go. Help me push from the left. Here we go. Alright, we have rats. We have rats. I don't know if those pots are supposed to be gray, but I tried to change the colors of them in everywhere that I've placed sprites in the bin file. But it just won't change. It won't change color in the actual game. See what I'm saying? Like, this looks like water, right? It almost looks like water. Go. Got a key. Kill that rope. Oh, it's okay. I can't. I wish I could freaking adjust the speed for the fast forward, but I cannot do that. See, it looks just like water. And I'm like, oh god, water, more water. Come on, y'all. Money. Need that money. And then the other ones up here. It's hot in this room. Got the key. Ah. I think there are some pre-release enemy sprites that look like they could be in place of the rats, but I'm not 100%. I don't know where they even go or what they were intended to be used for. Could have been before they imagined Link going in this castle too. At the beginning of the game. Ah, I missed you. Oh, rats. Nothing in those pots. There are a few different pot designs too. I just chose that one because it looks the most similar to the final. I'm gonna pull this just to see. Ropes. More ropes. Alright, here we go. Okay, now the text is messed up here a little bit. But I'll try to go through it. I changed quite a bit of it. The original text is Princess Zelda, you are safe. Young man, is this you're doing? I'm pretty sure that's what he said. But instead, I wanted it to be more real. Like, oh, you did it. What's your name? Like, so I can get to know you. Like, I know who did it. So the original text says, Princess Zelda, you are safe, young man. Is this you're doing? And Zelda is like, yes, it is Link who saved me, or blah, blah, blah. So instead I did, what is your name? And Zelda goes, this is Link. Like, she actually introduces me. He helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was in prison, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, see, it skipped that line. The final maiden, the seal of the sages will open at last. Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he breaks the seal of the 7 sages, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule, and you can do it. Link has sensed that a mighty evil force is manipulating the wizard's actions, and is augmenting his magic powers. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is a legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder of a descendant of one of the 7 sages, maybe he can tell you more. I will mark this house on your map. Oh, see, it skipped all of that. I thought I fixed it, but maybe not. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Got it. Seek the elder. Wait. So I changed a lot of the answers too. Like I said, I tried to make it more real and give like more playful answers, make them all kind of like independent from one another, because in 90% or like most of the dialogue, when it gives you choices, the answer is yes or not at all. And like, no one really says not at all. So I kind of changed the answers to make it like more engaging and more interesting, and I hope I achieved it that way. So there's that, and of course we get a one-heart container. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And we'll start here. So we saved the game. And before, in the other ROM I was editing, when I exited here, the whole overworld was jumbled. Like the whole top part. And that was happening, I think, because I was editing one room in the ROM too much. And so, because everything is at capacity, I guess, in the ROM, if you add too many things, it has to make room for that, so it modifies other things within the ROM elsewhere. So I hope everything's correct. That was a different ROM. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. That was a different ROM that I did. Alright, so these soldiers, of course, are beta or pre-release. There's a few sprites I need to alter the colors for, because it doesn't give you the colors in the GigaLeak files, or like what palette they belong to. Now, this way, Kakariko Village. Okay, here's the weird thing. This is one thing I have to work on. This sign here, I wanted to change it to the pre-release, which looks... This is one of them. It's one of the pre-release images. It looks like a skull. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's a sign that was in the Dark World or something. So in the bin file where the sprites are stored, you have sprites that are like on the background on the ground, stationary. When you pick them up, it's actually a different sprite. Believe it or not, it's a completely different sprite entity. And so there's like 2 spaces in the bin file where the sprites are that exists for that one thing, if that makes any sense at all. So I have to find that other entity in the sprite sheet that I have and change it to look the same. Alright, so we're gonna get another heart container. I didn't really change much in here. There's like 5 different beta versions of this stump too. Or pre-release. Which I thought was really cool. Like, they really took care of, like, planning and everything. It's so cool. There's a pre-release version of him too. I don't have him in here yet, but he does exist. Why is it so hot outside, man? Not in the game, I'm talking about real life. So, mushroom. Da-da-da! Alright, we got that. Oh, you'll see soon that I changed the entrance sign to Kakariko Village. It kind of glitched a little bit. I was trying to change Kakariko Village to how it looked in the beta, because those files exist, and that is the true beta too. Not alpha or any pre-release. Let's see. Not that one, but a different one. I messed up the hedges, ignore that. I tried to put a bush there, and I couldn't get the palette right. I have to fix it. I can probably make it look good if I keep at it, but I'm gonna do it later. Alright, call a soldier if you see him. Let's go in here. Alright, we have you. Let's see. Ooh, oh, it's you, Link. What can I do for you, young man? Oh, the Elder? No one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. This is all messed up, too. I apologize. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, prosperous people known as the Hylians, not Hylia. That's a localization issue there. Inhabited this land. The legends tell of many treasures that they have hidden throughout Hyrule. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged to oppose those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that it is now sleeping deep in the forest. Do you understand the legend? And this is one I'm proud of, yes? Or the what sword? Go back. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. Take care now, Link. This is one of those other examples where the options are yes, not at all. So I hate that. I hate that that repeats. I hate it, hate it, hate it. The localization team could have done more with it, honestly, but they're lazy. In my opinion. Alright, so now we go down here first. This is the same thing. Here we go. Alright, so I hope nothing is really glitched here. There's the A button. Bomb. A rupee, and rupee. We have enough to get that bottle. Rupee. So hard. Now we have half. Okay. Ah! Okay. We have bombs now, so we're gonna go down here. That text has not changed. I didn't change their text yet. I haven't gotten to it. It takes hours to change it because not only do you have to make sure everything is lined up correctly within the text box, there's a lot of text in this game. Way more than what an NES game could have had. Okay, we have way more than enough rupees for that bottle. Now we don't even have to worry. There's a piece of heart here. Excellent. And then there's another piece of heart where we race, do that racing game. We have to beat that 15 seconds. First, we're gonna kind of go in these houses. In the beta version, there used to be none of this here. It used to be 2 bodies of water. And here there was a tree, and like it was a little park area, kind of. I was working on that. I haven't put it back to what it used to look like. Rupees. I never knew for the longest time, but this is a Mario head? I always thought it was a picture of a girl with like a bow on her hair or something, because that's what it kind of looks like. The old the square like tube TVs, like back in the 90s and before, it made the picture really blurry, so you couldn't really see it that well. Now, of course, it looks like a Mario face. In the GigaLeak files, it actually has the front version of it. Definitely Mario. I should try to find that again and show it to you guys. I think she has a beta sprite. No, maybe she looks the same. Alright, so I hope none of these houses are glitched. I didn't go in all of them since I found the glitches. Another beta sprite is like a soldier. There's a couple more in Kakariko Village that I will show you. My theory is they made all these graphics for these characters like this, and they have the appearance of soldiers, but I think then they started working on and fleshing out other areas of Hyrule, like they made Kakariko Village, and they're like, oh, we need more characters and more actors for these areas. But I think they just wanted to like redo the idea of Hyrule Castle maybe, and they're like, well, let's just use these and put them in Kakariko Village, change their sprites, that way we don't have to like modify the ROM anymore, stuff like that. I think they just made it easier. Hi Link, sorry about my yard, it's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad to have company to talk to. I will tell you an interesting story. There's a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it is hard to find. The treasure of Zora can turn people into fish. I'd love to see that. I haven't changed his text yet, but I will. Alright, so this is where the bug catching net is, I think. Obviously, it's not a boy. So in the exact same spot where this sprite of the boy was, there was this character. He has a full body. He just disappears under the blankets. It's funny. Hey brother Link, do you have a bottle to keep a bug in? I see you don't have one. Yeah, it's another grown man. Like I said, I think they had these characters like imagined for... See, there's the other guy I was talking about. He looks like a soldier, but I think they changed his sprite because he kind of looks different than the art style that they went with in the final version. He looks quite different. Her sprite's different too. Her forehead's a little bit longer, display a sprite, as well as her broom bristles. So that is a beta version of her. You can see her in that beta screenshot. She looks just like that. Cuckoo! Oh, Kuko, sorry. It's a Kuko, I think. So they pronounce it in, shoot. I need a bottle. Let's go get one. In Breath of the Wild, I think. You, sir! Okay, now let's get the net. Alright, here we go. Can't go out because I'm sick. That was a real cough. People say I got this cold from the evil air that is coming down off the mountain. This is my bug catching net. Okay, cool. We got the net. You can catch things with it too. Not that you'd use it for anything else, like deflecting Aghanim's power. Alright. What? That was supposed to be a bottle! Okay. That messed up. That messed up. I have to go in Hyrule Magic and see if I can change the contents of that. But I think I looked at it before and it said it was fine, so I don't know why they're giving me swords. Hi Link, Elder are talking about the grandpa? Okay, but don't tell them about this. He's heading in the palace. Okay, great. I think that's everything in Kakariko Village. Nothing's changed in there. Now this sign, see, it's all messed up. I can walk under here. Ignore that. It's 4:30. I think we'll still be able to get through everything by 6 o'clock. Alright, bomb the crap out of this. I'm quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door to his room. So the door was open again. Okay, maybe I should make up with my brother. I'm out of bombs. Did you come from my older brother's room? Is he still angry? I didn't change any of that text. Her sprite's the same, I think. You can reach the goal in 15 seconds. Ready, set, go. She's going to give me something good. Actually, she's not going to give it to me. The other guy is. It's always 8 seconds. Yay. Yeah, we got more hearts. Excuse me. I don't know what is wrong with me. Allergies, I guess. Okay, so now we have to go go fight things, right? The soldiers are different. Oh, the flute boy. I did the flute boy too. This is actually the flute boy. He has the same stance and everything. He just has no hat. So that white on top, that's like a sheen from the sunlight, I guess. I'm pretty sure the color's right. Okay, here we go. Oh, my mom's here. Hello. These guys. The witch is different. Let me give the mushroom to the witch and show you guys. Alright, sorry. Thank you for the like and share. It's this way. We're cheating a little bit. But we're not invincible, so we still gotta be careful. I changed the bow and arrows to the beta look of them. There we go. The yy-chr, I don't think there's any pre-release sprites of these guys, so I left them the same. It's not that I know of. Okay. Just snake right past them, making no noise at all, apparently. So this witch is changed. I don't know if it's a placeholder or if they decided to change her because her design was a bit different than they originally I mean, versus the final version of the game they went with. But she looks a lot more like a Japanese style witch, I think. Alright, so I can give her that. So I have to leave. I'll come back. I got hurt. It's fine. But yeah, that's what the witch originally used to look like. Whether it was a placeholder or they decided to go with a different art direction, I'm not sure. Alright, magic powder. There we go. Alright. So now we're gonna go to Eastern Palace. Sorry, I'm just trying to skip a little so I get there faster. Now these Armos Knights, these are a little bit different. The horns, just like the actual boss, the horns are a little bit longer and curved inward, and their spear is more stylized. I don't know why they changed it. But I do like that it's red, because it didn't used to be red. I don't think, did it? I have no idea. Okay, I had to fix this part because there used to be no door. I think I fixed it, because I remember trying it and it worked, but just to be safe, we're gonna finish the first dungeon first. Or should I save? I'm gonna save the game, actually. Start from this house. Ow. Ow. Sorry. Okay. So I can get some parts back. Nope. Okay, now we're gonna go in yy-chr's hut, or whatever it is. Good, I fixed the door. I was having so much trouble. So the way doors work is they put the graphic there, but then you have to put like this invisible tile over the door graphic so that when Link steps on it, the game knows to transfer him to a different location. It's really weird. I'm indeed yy-chr, the village elder and descendant of the 7 sages, not wise men. Oh, really? Yes, really. Link, I'm surprised the young man like you is searching for the Sword of Evil's Bane. Not just anyone can use that weapon. Legends say only the hero who has obtained 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you really want to find it? There's no choice but to say yes. Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the Eastern Palace? If you show it to me, I will tell you more of the legend and give you something to make your journey easier. Now go forward. I think I'm out of bombs. So I think there's bombs in one of these. Yes. Right. There we go. My hair looks stupid. Okay. Yeah, again, the beta version of the pot. So we're gonna see. I think I can get through the whole game by 6 p.m. my time, which is like an hour and 15 more minutes. So if I do get to every dungeon that I want to get to, like all 3 in the light worlds, you'll get to see 2 pre-release versions of the bosses, what they used to look like. One of them is in here. It's really cool. This one is actually not that much different. Let's go inside. Okay, I hope nothing in here is messed up. I think I went through this earlier. See if I can do this like I did before. Haha, all 3 at once. Haha. Okay, let's get through this mess. We're gonna be rich by the time we're done with this. Okay, so we want to go left first, I think. Ow. I tried the magic powder on the bubbles and it wasn't working. So I'll get to see if it's working now. I think they ended up on different layers somehow. So we have to get rid of all these dudes. I changed the big vial of magic also to what it used to look like. It's a little bit more stylized, believe it or not. I don't know if we'll get to see it this playthrough, but I think we will. This stuff takes me hours to do. Like, I feel bad when Jose comes home from work at 8 p.m. and then we go to bed at 11 or 12, and then I go on the computer and do stuff. Okay, we can't open that because we don't have the big key. Again, those large vases or pots are also changed. Beta version of the fairy, see that? That's what they used to look like. They used to look at the screen, but I think I have the colors backwards because I really don't think their skin's blue, so I have to go ahead and change that. But that is how the fairies looked in Zelda 1 and 2. So I think they just kind of went with the designs they already kind of had, and then they, like, as placeholders maybe, and later changed it. Okay, that's it. So it's really, really cool to see, like, what things used to look like, or like the original vision of the game. Alright. Next forward. Alright. So we have to kill all the enemies. Get out of the way. Pots kill them in 1 hit. This heart actually disappears, doesn't it? Come back, you chicken! There we go. Yeah, I can't, for some reason I can't spray those. It's really weird. Like, I think they messed up. Because I remember in the USA version, I sprayed them with the powder and they changed to fairies. Right? You can use the treasure hidden in this place to defeat armored foes, we know that. Can also use pots. Oh yeah, that heart is a beta version too. That drops, by the way. I'm not sure I have the colors accurate either, but in the Delta release of the beta content of the ROM, they also have it looking like that too. Yeah, okay. Now, this is weird. When I played through this part at first, okay, I can change it there. The layering messed up, and I couldn't spray those with the powder. But here it's working. It's really weird. You change one thing in the ROM, and then like, oh crap, I woke him up. And then other things mess up. It's really annoying. Oh, I don't have the key. Where do I get the key from? These guys? Ah, oh my gosh. Well, I can just use the bow and arrow. My bow and arrow graphics messed up obviously. I don't know how that happened. It's really bizarre. At least the item still works, though. I mean, I could use some more health, I think. So we're gonna try and succeed. Oh, I was gonna spray him so you could see him better, but whatever. Now, something really interesting is that the original intended, or maybe it was just something they were working with, but there's code in the game that allows the boss of this dungeon, the Armos Knights, to collide with one another. And there's a video of it on YouTube and Twitter and places. Come back. I missed him both times. So like, when the Armos Knights collide with one another, they actually bump off of each other like bumpers. Here we go. Gotta prepare myself for this. Yeah, love doing it. Of course, that makes for a really chaotic fight, so I'm sure they changed that real quick. Or they were experimenting and they just decided not to go with it and just left the coding in there, just unused. Either way, I think it's really interesting. But for a first boss, it's... Wait, right. So now, they have a little... looks like a hole in the sword, and their horns are more curved. So this is the beta version, or at least pre-release of what these guys used to look like. This is not the final design. No. Come on. Take it to Sahasrara. 2 pendants remain. Alright. I think... Oh yeah, this is the beta or pre-release sprites of the pendants on the overworld map. And that sword. So normally these icons look the same as the ones in the inventory, but I changed it on the map to the pre-release version. Just because I could. And now in the one of the prototypes or whatever, there used to be like a building up here. And they kind of changed the layout of it. Okay, so I have to take it to this dude. Link does have a few different pre-release sprites for himself too, but I'm probably not going to add that into the game. Okay. No, I think the text scrolling is bugged on here too, bear with me. What, you got the Pendant of Courage? This is most impressive. That's not his original wording. I changed that myself. I truly believe you very well may be the hero that Hyrule desperately needs. Now I will tell you more of the legend. Many generations ago, an order of knights protected Hylian royalty. Not Hylia royalty, Hylian royalty. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place when the Seven Sages created their seal. It is said that among these descendants, a hero must appear. So as you can see, I don't know if you remember the original text, but I made it flow better so it's more understandable. Link, I believe you should seek out the remaining pendants. Also, please carry this with you. It has been in possession and passed down by many generations of the Seven Sages. I would like for you to have it. For these boots, there's like 3 different sprites too, and I didn't change that yet. One of them kind of looks like the sprite from Super Metroid. You okay, Marshall? Yeah? Please stretch it. Alright. Now, I changed this too. He said something like, you know, there's an item to the east of Lake Hylia, go check it out. But I wanted to make it more personable and interactive on that level. Seem more realistic. So he's like, by the way, if you go exploring, this may interest you. It is said that there is something hidden in a cave to the east of Lake Hylia. This magic item is believed to instantly freeze foes in their place. It may help you on your quest. Now in the video I'm going to make, which again is going to take a long time. I opened these already. I'm going to actually show screenshots of like the original text and the original comparisons of the sprites that I changed against the final release of the game. Nah! I saw that coming a mile away. Leave with an arrow. Ah, that was my fault. Alright. moving on. Ah, okay. Oh, the Pegasus boots. What am I doing? Whoop! There's that skull sign again. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to show you on the way. Just, oh, I can get a heart piece down here. Probably could have gotten that a long time ago. Alright, take it, thief. Anything change down here at all? I'm trying to think. The floor in here is the same as one in the castle. Glad that wasn't a sword again. I've gotten 2 swords and chests so far, and they don't do anything. So again, this is one of the pre-release floors that's in the sewers of Hyrule Castle. Pretty cool. Or as you can say, pretty bomb, right? No pun intended. So again, this is why they probably changed the floor to a different texture than this, because it kind of matches the water too much. It does kind of clash, and I don't prefer it, definitely. Definitely don't prefer it. Fairy, thank you, I need that. Also, come here. Pick up this fish. Maybe. Ah! The bird wants the fish too. Okay. You can throw Mr. Fishy in Mr. Water. Rupees. All free. I have to go around now. Nope. Ah, I thought I was gonna hit him. That's fine. Oh. No, I can't show you yet. The teleportation tile that transports you to the Dark World used to be different. I did not change that yet. Because it animates in the final release, and I don't think there's any animation tiles for the beta version or pre-release version, because it used to be a Triforce symbol. Okay, I need to warn you guys. Where the Book of Mudora is, up here, this house glitched on me. Everything was messed up, everything was garbled. I cleaned it up, had to re-add the door back in once I knew how to, from the inside to go outside. So, it is pretty empty. I did have to add this back in here though, so I could actually dash into it and make the book fall. Thankfully it worked. I was so afraid it wasn't going to work. So, thankfully I can actually continue the game. Otherwise I might have to do like, an editor to edit the save file and give myself the Book of Mudora by cheating, and I didn't want to have to bother downloading some other program to do that, but yeah, there's that. Alright, so we have to go all the way around. For that you're gonna die. I'm actually gonna kill you. There you go. So again, in the pre-release version, the guards used to have faces. It didn't used to be black, but they got rid of the faces because I guess they didn't want children to think they're killing real people. You piece of crap. How rude. That was a hit and run to the core. Oh, I didn't know you could do that? That's funny. Oh no. Sorry. I think you can also do this. Yeah, your boomerang repels them too. I did not know that. Does the net? I know the net repels the Aghanim's things too. Well, while the net's active, I think it still has your shield in front. That's funny. Okay, now these rocks are different. These tiles right here, this rock, it's actually, if you cut it down the middle in half, you'll find that the texture is mirrored. So in this, that saves resources. Instead of having to draw additional textures, it just mirrors half of the sprite. The rock up above you see is a little different. That's because it's one of those crawly creatures. Oddly enough, even though it has the same sprite as this, it doesn't mirror the sprite. Don't ask me why. Maybe they just forgot to change it or something, but yeah. There's that. This guy I haven't changed. Bird I haven't changed. But you can clearly see which ones of these are which now. You know what I mean? I have a kitty. Alright, desert time. I changed the vultures. That's what they used to look like. Apparently, they were bones. Don't ask me why. Oh, these stone tablets I changed too. They used to be completely vertical, and now they're more like outwards. I like it better this way. I don't know why they changed it. It looks more like 3D now. So, again, I don't know why they changed it to be, like, have 90-degree angles. That doesn't make much sense to me. So don't ask me why. Okay, another wise man. He just says, "Oh, you found the Book of Medora, great." Literally. So I'm gonna go in and change his text when I can. I haven't changed it yet. Alright, so here we go. Piece of heart. Or is it a sword? We don't know anymore. Like, when we open chests, when we open the Moon Pearl chest, it could be a sword. Like, I don't know. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, I can tell. I normally don't talk this much in my streams, but a Geldman. You wanna know a fun fact? Maybe you already know it. So, in the Japanese text, these sand guys are called Gerudo. Gerudo-man. And what does that sound like? Gerudo. And that is what it is. Because in Ocarina of Time, you have the Gerudo people. They live in the desert. In Japanese, those desert people in Ocarina of Time are called Gerudo. In this game, these sand people are called Gerudo, so it's the exact same thing. And that even further proves it because they're both in the desert. But the localization team decided to change the name of them to Geldman, G-E-L-D, Geld, because that is almost kind of how you would pronounce it if you translated it to English. But yeah. Just a fun fact, these sand people used to be Gerudo, apparently. Alright, here we go. There's different sprites for these in the Gigaleak also, but I didn't change them. I changed these. Look, I changed these. These are pea hats. They're actually supposed to be levers because levers bury underground and come back up. But in the same exact location of where these sprites are located, they had pea hats from Zelda 1 and 2. I think they were in 2, I don't remember. But yeah. Whoop. I need to change these again. There is a beta screenshot of this area. Once I tried to change it, everything started messing up again, so I just didn't bother doing it. I didn't save it. I can't go this way. Ah! Yeah, I just wanted to throw that fact out there about the Gerudo. Yeah, apparently pea hats were at one point going to be in the game and they cut them out. But they animate wonderfully. So this is it was the exact spot in the sprite sheet that they were gonna be in. They just changed them. Oh, let's make them levers instead. For some reason. We don't know the reason or how that came about, but or if someone does, please comment and tell me. That room up there's a trap, I'm not gonna do it. Wait, oh, we need the key, shit. Let's go get it. Sorry, guys. Oh, we get to see that sprite very clearly, that's funny. You must never fail to find all treasures in each dungeon! Don't worry, I did that in the Wind Waker earlier today. Alright. Let's go. So this key is for this door. We're gonna get through this dungeon very quickly, so don't worry. Don't need that, but I like to find all treasure, don't I? Okay. I'm gonna go back up because I feel like that's faster and easier. Again, we have the pre-release design of the pots. We have the power glove. You can feel strength in both hands. Sorry, excuse me. Honestly, they didn't change much else in this dungeon. What is it? Oh, the design for the power glove on the bottom. I changed that a little bit. So that's one of the pre-release versions. It's almost identical, so you can't tell, but like the shine that's on the top of the glove is gone. It used to not be there. They added that in. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Oh no, you almost hurt me. This is what, the big key? No, I have the big key. Those are fairies. Oh. Keep it in a bottle. I only have one, unfortunately. Owie! Okay, there's a piece of heart down here, I am pretty sure. Ow. Oh, wait. Oh. Look at him go. I hit him too. Okay, he's gone. Now I want to pick these up. I think they're different. Yeah, they come up as those rocks. I'm pretty sure I need to change that back. Mistake. Alright, we have this guy. I have this all memorized, of course. Bottom left, right? Nothing different about those tiles. I have to kill all the enemies in the room for the door to open. Secret there. Alright, let's go here. Now it's the top right one. These are opposites. Bow and arrow, I think? Yep, it's one of these dudes again. Alright, now I have full magic. Let's use our beta version of the lamp. I love the fast forward button. Love it. Again, I don't know why the pots are different colors when I... Okay, for this one there's nothing different, I'm sorry. Ah. Okay. Fun fact, only the heads hurt you. And, of course, the rocks that shoot from the ground. Ooh, all three at once, man. Really? Really? Ooh. Ow. That sucked. Okay, got that one down. I knew that was gonna hit me. Got him. Okay, we have one more pennant to get. I can definitely do it in an hour. Excuse me. Alright, so there's nothing new here. We do have the power glove now, though, so we can do a couple more things. Ah! Gerudo Man. Curse you. So, I've said this before. Fun fact. Obviously, this is like an octopus, right? There's only 7 arms, but it's like an octopus. or Octorok or something. In the 90s, I sent a letter to Nintendo of America. I was like, what the crap is this? What's this octopus here? What's this arrow of skulls that's in the Dark World? It doesn't point to anything. And they wrote back and they're like, we don't know. We don't know what you're talking about. And then of course, I was too young to know that, you know, Nintendo of America wouldn't know anything because it's a Japanese game. Like, I didn't know that. In credits, I saw Japanese names, and I knew about that. But I didn't know that the games came from Japan. I just thought Japanese people worked on them, right? Like, I didn't know. Ignorance is bliss sometimes, though, you know. Okay. So we can do this and get more rupees, not that we need any more. Shoot, I thought I changed this back. This is a beta version of the rock, by the way. The colors, I think, are just wrong. I think they need to be swapped. But there's only 2 shades, it's not 3 colors, it's only 2. Plus the black around, I guess, has 3 colors. Yeah, that's what the rocks used to look like at one point. They went through a few different iterations as well. I don't know what time frame this is from, but that was one of the big rocks. 10, 15, 20, so we'll get 60 rupees here. That's actually quite a lot for being free and not much effort. I love it. So again, as you can see, the rupee and arrow and life icons on the top are different in the menu. Stop. Stop. Okay. So is this. And the lamp. The lamp looks completely different. That's what it looked like at one point. And then they actually modified this right before release. Literally right before release. And then the final version is yet again even more different. We're gonna get the ice rod. The ice rod is glitched too. Like, it still works and functions properly, but like the bow and arrow, the graphics are messed up when I try to use it. I think there's a fairy in there. Are those called buzz blobs? Oh, and here's an enemy that came back in Breath of the Wilds. Right here. The octo balloon. He's in Breath of the Wild, except he doesn't explode into smaller babies. It's really strange, isn't it? Sorry. Ah, don't run into me! There you go. Okay, now we can go in here. Ah! What do you say? You can earn a lot of rupees by defeating enemies. It's a secret of my success. I think in the Japanese version, he says it's a secret to everybody. Because the word secret is there both times, but that is reference to the old Zelda game, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's get the ice rod. It chills magic blasts the air. Its chill magic blasts the air. Go watch your magic meter. I'm pretty sure it's still glitched. Yeah, see? It's actually the same graphic as the bow. It's just like flipped on its side. So it's showing more junk graphics. It's really strange. Oh, there's a guard in the ground. Now you can free a step. Bye. Alright. Oh gosh, I'm actually scared of that. Alright, so now we have to go get Zora's Flippers. In Japan, fun fact, they're called finger webs. Because you put them on your fingers. I don't know. Finger webs. That's what they're called in Japan. The final release of the game. Thank God the localization team was smart when they called them Zora's Flippers. There was some kind of quality check that went really well there. Alright, is this the right way? Yes. Okay. Alright, now we showcased pretty much most of the beta content, but there's still more to do. There's still more to do. Ah! Jesus, I was gonna run into that. I was almost gonna run into that. Throw some bushes at you. Kitty, what? Man, I know. Going this way. If you freeze enemies and hit them with the hammer, by the way, they give you a full jar of magic. Just a heads up. What's this? Waterfall of Wishing is just ahead. That without dying. I want to show you guys the large magic vial, but I don't know. I probably won't be able to. Excuse me. That's all we need. It's 5:13. I'm gonna play for another 45 minutes ish, or until I get to where I can't progress any farther. Whichever comes first. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Okay. Then we have River Zora. River Zoras are the bad ones. Regular Zoras are nice. Those are the ones you first see in Ocarina of Time. Excuse me. Alright, so we all know the path. It's the lowest one. Did I change the text for this yet? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. I want the flippers. I'm gonna give them away for free. They're 500 rupees a pair. I'll pay that much because I'm a rich bitch. Okay. So now we can swim down here. I remember when I was a kid, when I was real little, I thought this place was a gigantic maze. And when I found this place right here, I was like so amazed. I was thinking, I'm not supposed to be able to get up here. This is like a glitch. And then I saw the heart and I'm like, oh, that's where that is. My mind didn't make the correlation of like going all around to get it. I thought it was kind of funny. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go to this little ferry here. The Great Fairy, sorry, not Little Fairy. Oh, we're going to throw in, what is it? Boomerang. I dropped this. She says, you're honest, I like that. I'll upgrade it for you. Throw an item, and this is also the shield. Okay, but what happens if I throw away one of her kind? She get mad? She just ignore me? Did you drop this? Yeah. Don't do it again. It's funny. Ah. Yeah, also in the Dark World, there's no enemies. There's that circle of rocks here you get the Quake Medallion from. If you throw something in there, that fish does not even show up. Like, none of the characters or enemies or actors will show up or interact with you. I don't know what the problem is. They're all just gone. If I go on the editor, it says they're there and they're present. They're in the game. I'm just wondering... I think they're actually not there, because if they really were there, like, underneath all the layers where I can't see them or interact with them, you'd still be able to hear them. You'd hear them react to you and move, and shoot their weapons or throw bombs like the Phoenixes do. Okay, we're going up to the Tower of Hera now. Let's go. Oh! These items here, I almost forgot. In the final release, obviously these are apples. This is what they used to look like. And oddly enough, they look like an item from Zelda 2, right? Jackie, thank you for the like. I'm gonna move my emulator. Oh, it resizes with it. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I have to fix this. I didn't know it actually adjusted like that. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. In the Dark World, there are pre-release versions of the Poe. They have graphics for the ghost, the I don't know if it's pronounced Genie or Genie. I think it's Genie. I don't know for sure. But it went unused in this game, and they decided to use the graphic for the Poe. Alright, here we go. Time for Death Mountain. Oh, I need to make this even smaller, don't I? Alright, thank you for the like. Box. I need to move this up above. There we go. Okay, sorry. Meow, 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 I know. Marshall wants oh, anyways. Okay, I didn't get this far to edit the text yet, but he says the same thing. I don't think he has pre-release graphics. At least in the Giga-Leak. I have no idea. I didn't really get that far. Alright, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I haven't had a follow in like a week. I know, I love this game. I made remixes of it. If you watch my streams tomorrow, when I get ready and prepare my stream, I will actually stream some more remixes I made of this game. I'm proud of them. I need to do more though. I need to remake them because it's been like a lot of years since I remixed some of these. Alright. Sorry, allergies have been bad this fall. We got a magic mirror. Wahaha. So yeah, we're showcasing some pre-release graphics and elements that are not in the final game. And there's only like a couple more things to show at this point. Excuse me. Again, I'm gonna make a video, an extensive video showcasing like everything I've done so far. I'm gonna continue working on the ROM, changing things to make it better with the text and injecting more prototype, beta, alpha, pre-release sprites inside. It's what I think it needs to be to look okay. And then I'll make a part 2 once I get enough content. At that point, showcasing the Dark World. Once I get that fixed, if I get it fixed, I don't know if it's gonna get fixed. I have no idea. Oh, you piece of crap. Oh, you piece of crap. Die. I'm out of magic. You can't use this item now. What's your magic mirror? Oh no, I did not want to go in this hole. Cave, I mean, hole. Love that. The Tower of Hera used to be right here. You can see they kind of sloppily fixed the graphics too. Isn't that funny? One of the pre-releases, they did not have the sky graphics. At one point, they were not there yet. I remember seeing those images. It's just black. Alright. There's a piece of heart there we'll get. Tile. Warp tile. This used to be a Triforce image, but it is not any longer. We're a bunny. We do not have the Moon Pearl. No, this is the Dark World. These guys are here still. They're still here. So I don't know why it works up here but not in the final release. These things they did with this technology are amazing, I know. Like, from the point of the NES, like the original Nintendo, up to this game, like, holy cow. They did so much better with layering, transparency, Mode 7 effects. Things they can do with graphics. 16-bit graphics. They changed the sprite limitations to 4 colors. Oh, shit. And now what, they can display up to 16 colors? Or is it 8? I don't remember. I really don't remember. Yeah, they did quite a bit. It's exciting. Okay, let's get what's in here. The map. Mode 7 was a huge advantage for the SNES. I know. Sega Genesis did some tricks to mimic Mode 7. Again, a pre-release pot or vase, whatever that is, an ornament. I have to freaking wait for this now. The 3D stuff, yeah. They made it look 3D. They used Mode 7 for Mario Kart. I like to do a little of this. And have fun with these tiles. I don't know if the bug catching net... I can use both items at once. No, that doesn't work. You can use that to deflect the Aghanim's magic. I used to pronounce his name Aganim. I don't know why. My dialect I'm used to speaking, I guess. But then I was like, okay, maybe it's Aghanim because it kind of rhymes with agony. And agony is like not good. I don't know. I call him Aghanim now. Alright. Now we gotta contend with these guys. Ah! My failsafe is just to run. There it is, right there. Pre-release large magic bottle. That's what it used to look like. I thought it was so cool. You can't go wrong with hitting with arrows. Pre-release lamp I created myself. I don't know that any existing current ROM right now has this. Of course, now that I'm playing this and the screenshot's out there, the one I posted on Facebook yesterday or a day or two ago, other people can just copy it easily now. When I blur the image, I'm gonna die. I'm totally gonna die. When I blur this image and compare it to the beta screenshots, it looks identical. So now I have to hit the switch again. I learned the hard way. So I'm pretty sure this is the correct, accurate version of the lamp in the beta version. I don't know. Gosh. Die. Please die. I am so hungry, you guys. I need you. We're still beeping. Come here. I'm gonna play it safe and stay right here. There you go. I wish you would give me hearts, but that's not gonna happen, I guess. I would enjoy hearts from one of you, come on. Magic, I don't need that. Okay. Oh my god. Come on, come back up here. Got you. Gotta play it safe. There's no hearts here, I don't think. Oh, there's one, cool. You found the compass. Ah! Again, we're beeping. Dang it, I forgot. What did that do? No, they're up. Okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. Pro. In the pre-release GigaLeak files, there's an ornament that's a clamshell, and it's my theory that the Moon Pearl used to be in that clamshell. Or oyster. I think it's oysters, right? I don't know which ones produce pearls. But I think at one point they changed it, and they changed the idea behind it. And they just kept the name Moon Pearl. They could have named it Moon Crystal or something. I don't know. Oh, you know what I just realized? In Japanese folklore and mythology, bunnies live on the moon. That's why it's called Moon Pearl, because you get changed into a bunny when you're young Link. Or young Link. Link in the Light World. Okay, this enemy's different. So... That's interesting. You hear that rattling sound in the background? His tail is actually making that noise. Um, and it actually looks like it could rattle like a rattlesnake. It makes a lot more sense now, because it actually looks like a rattle. So this is the pre-release version of the Moldorm. His hairs or legs around each of his body parts is a little bit thicker, so I restored that. These are the actual sprite files from the Giggly. So this is what he used to look like. Again, I can't alter his behavior or movement. I don't know if it used to be any different or more difficult, or the speed at which he maneuvers. But yeah, let's get rid of this guy. Or let's not get rid of this guy. I never fall, that sucks. This is what we're gonna do. Oh. Let's catch a fairy. Okay, so we're full health. Sorry guys, I did not mean to actually do that. Thankfully we don't have to travel very far. Oh! So just to ease any fears, he does travel the same speed as Link. I'm pretty sure. Oh, thank you. Ah! What? I never fall. That's never anything I do. This is stupid. I never fall. I never fall. And he always travels in a straight line for only so long, and then he turns away. Okay, last one. Got him. Yeah, in the final release, his tail was like a circle, and it had like a little parts in it. I don't know how to explain it, but I will showcase all of that when I make the video of this. Now go to the Lost Woods. Alright, we're gonna go to the Lost Woods. Woo! I figured this would take about 2 hours, and it is, so I'm kind of happy about that. I'm like, you can't see it, but I'm a little shaky because I'm hungry. I'm gonna be so happy once I'm able to eat something. I have snacks, but I think it's rude to eat while you're streaming, at least in my opinion. I don't care if other streamers do it, like I've mentioned before. Like, I don't care. I'm just like, oh, they're eating. That's cool. Wonder what they're eating. But like, I feel like if I eat, I'm going to be rude, so I'm not gonna do it. I don't feel like it is rude to watch people eat while they're streaming. Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. There's bees in here, watch. Oh, no, that's the tree below, maybe. You remained. I didn't change anything in this area, so I'm not gonna talk to anybody or anything. Nothing there. Did I change the sprite? I don't remember if I did. This can't be the Master Sword, too bad. Hello. I didn't even press a button. I just ran into him and he threw the bush onto him. Okay. Next. So yeah, I didn't change every single thing in this game that I could have. I'm still working on it. I'm doing this all myself. Like, I have no help doing this at all. Just if anyone was wondering. So in the beta version, there is an actual screenshot Nintendo published where the Master Sword was sitting on just a little, like, stump. And here they made it on, like, a little, like, pedestal-like thing. And this is actually very reminiscent of the Ocarina of Time version, this little pedestal here. Where, like, these squares over here, or diamonds, are, like, the reminiscent of the pendants. The round ones, not the necklace pendants, obviously. Except they're missing 2? I think, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Let's get the Master Sword. I like doing that. Suddenly saw Astrala contact his telepath. I don't remember if I changed the text or not. I don't think I did. Link, it is extraordinary that you won the Master Sword. That makes evil retreat. With this shining sword, I believe you can deflect the wizard's evil powers. The destiny of this land is in your hands. Please, Link. Now, in the original text that's about to play once you exit Zelda tries to contact Link telepathically as well, and she's like, help, the soldiers are coming to Sanctuary, aye! But I think the aye part sounded and looked stupid, so I took that out. I just took it out. Because, like, I feel like that's a voiced thing to do, not through text. Don't touch me. Did you see him? He tried to touch me inappropriately. Rape. Woo! Those are my apples again. These are the pre-release versions of the life restoration from the tree. It looks like a Zelda 2 item to me. Pre-release sign. Okay. So I don't think there's anything. Oh! Ooh. You know what? I hope I can get into Hyrule Castle. I hope I can get into Hyrule Castle. When I opened the ROM before to test it yesterday, in my other save file, it wouldn't let me in after I rescued Zelda. Oh no. Oh shush now. Shush now. Why is my net out? I don't want my net. I find it funny that the boomerang travels faster diagonally. At least I feel like it travels faster. Maybe it doesn't. Alright. Well, let's see. That was a waste. Anything here? Let's see if it lets us in the castle. I totally forgot about that, man. Oh, thank God. Maybe that is scripted that you can't go back in the castle after you rescue Zelda. Maybe it is, because I thought that was a glitch. We're going the wrong way. Alright, so if you are... if you're just tuning into this stream, and you haven't seen me go through Hyrule Castle the first time, I changed the graphics to match pretty much identically what the beta screenshot used to look like. I even put that red soldier there, but he's messed up. I changed the colors of the walls to match the colors as well. Although I think I need to shift the... See, he's messed up. He's on the other layer. I need to shift the palette by like one color. If you blur it, overexpose it, sharpen it, and all that stuff the way that the beta screenshot looks like, it matches almost identically, and so I'm proud of that. I even changed the tile to get that extra diamond shape that it used to look like. Alright, let's go in here and do this. I don't think there's not much different in here from what I've already showcased. Oh, these guards are different. You can see they look like lizards, but I think the... Just like the fairy, I have the skin color wrong. These guys look different too. No, I lied. That was one thing that we haven't seen yet, are those soldiers that are holding the swords like that. I totally forgot, I'm sorry. Prototype or pre-release magic jar. The Patra... I don't remember seeing the Patra in the pre-release. I keep trying to sprinkle powder on these because I'm used to Link's Awakening. Oh, this is probably why they changed these. Because they look like those stupid torches, right? They look pretty similar. They have the wide opening. So I think they changed it to look smaller. That's my theory. Don't know if that's the right theory, but... We have the key. We're gonna light that sideways because we can. Wait, do I go this way? Yeah. I always get this place mixed up with the one from the first dungeon in the Dark World. We can see the sprites here better. Yeah, these are different. I changed these to what they looked like in the pre-release. Again, I'm going to make a video of this in depth. Not a video game playthrough, but just a video going one by one, each thing that I've changed. Oh no! Oh, he fell. He fell himself. Less work for me. Alright, now this switch opens the door. There was another one in the other room too, but... I like pressing it and moving it because I can. I'm missing a key. Ah, I got hurt. There's that key. Good. Oh, these are red now. Ugh. Go. Listen well, Link, even with the Master Sword, you cannot inflict physical harm on the wizard. You must find a way to return his evil magic power to him. I can use my bug catching net for that. Right. Oh, even one hit. I love that when that happens. Oh. Need the key. Wouldn't it suck if the key disappeared if you didn't pick it up in time, like hearts and rupees? Oh, I can just go. In my mind, I'm like looking for a switch. We can walk past all of that mess. If you tried to fight them like you would. Oh no! Ah, that was kind of lucky. Okay, now the fight with Aghanim is no different. I don't think he has pre-release sprites that I'm aware of. This room did undergo a change though. I didn't change anything in it, but in the past it used to be really narrow, like as narrow as this walkway. Like super narrow, like a hallway, and then they just widened it to be a square room. Don't know why. Probably to save resources, because the rooms are like this by default. Every single room, even the overworld probably, I don't remember. Or just dungeons at least, I don't know. And then they layer sprites over them to give the impression of like a certain shape. So maybe they like opened up resources that way. I don't know. Okay, we have the pre-release sprite of Zelda. I was hoping I can make Zelda vanish in front of your eyes. Behold the last moment of Princess Zelda. With this, the seal of the 7 wise men, sages, is broken. This tribe of evil are armed with the power of gold, the Triforce. Okay. There we go. Oh, so you mean to say you would like to be totally destroyed? Well, I can make your wish come true. Sorry, I'm skipping. Ah. There we go. Again. Stop. Stay away. Aw, man, that should have gone straight. No? Okay, this one's not lightning because he's not turning. In fact, if he does not turn to face you, he's gonna do lightning in the top center. Okay, I need to be up more. I need to be at like his head level. There we go, that's better. That's lightning because he's not turning to look at me. Well met. Like the true hero that you are, but I'm not ready to admit defeat yet. I will draw you into the dark world. This is where my last playthrough of this, the only other playthrough I did after I edited the ROM, went sour. Okay, Link, it is I, Sahasrara. I'm communicating to you across the void through telepathy. The place where you now stand was the sacred realm, the Golden Land. I changed this text. This one I changed. When you go in the text editor, like the one I was using, it's not in order. Like, it's all randomized. But yeah, in the actual lore, this used to be the sacred realm. So in the game's actual text, I made it say sacred realm. Evil power turned into the dark world. The wizard has broken the 7 sages' seal and opened a gate to link the worlds at Hyrule Castle. In order to save this half of the world, the light world, where Sahasrara is right now, you must win back the Triforce. You must also rescue the 7 maidens whom Ganon banished to the dark world. As members of the bloodline of the 7 sages, they have powers that will surely help you. The maidens are locked in hidden dungeons, full of evil creatures, and dangerous traps. Of course, naturally, the Palace of Darkness should be your first goal in this world. Ding, Link, I can rely on only you. Please make this old man's wishes come true. I beg of you. Okay, the sound is normal. When I save, quit, and re-enter and start the game again on top of this pyramid, it plays the music at the very beginning of the game where your uncle leaves the house and it rains and there's no enemies. Now, I knew something was wrong, sorely wrong, when I went down here and there was no heart container. Let's see if there's a heart container. Nope, no heart container. So this glitch is also replicated again. There's no man-eating plants. I can't pull rupees out of here at all. There's bees, because I made it appear. But things that start naturally, if that makes sense, like they're preset, they're here already, they're not here. Let's see, is this changed too? That looks like the rock too. Okay, so yeah, there's no enemies at all. Don't know what happened. See? Aha, aha. It's like the game reset to the beginning where like no enemies are present. I didn't modify anything for the Dark World at all. So I don't know what happened. It's kind of fun to explore without enemies, to be honest. I can swim to places. You can go inside and there's characters. I can buy things. I can buy bombs. See, the music came back. Oh, see, there's a moblin! That's the beta version of the moblin, y'all. That's what they used to look like. I didn't get to see this last time I played in action. It's also a pre-release version of their weapon. I had to change that separately. Isn't that cool, though? It looks more like a classic moblin from Zelda, but they changed it to, I guess fit the style of the game more? That's cool. That's something I actually haven't seen in action in this game since I edited it, or modded it into the game. Yeah, again. Here we go again, this music. That enemy only appeared because I triggered it, like, I forced it to appear. Now, this. Normally, also you can see my test swatch that I have there. I forgot to remove that. Normally you throw this, anything in here, a bush, a stone, the sign itself, and this weird fish-looking thing appears and gives you the quick medallion. Does not happen. It's not triggered. Don't know why. And before I quit this stream, I will show you one other problem I have. If you're new, if you just tuned in recently. Also, skulls will attack you. You can still trigger the skulls to attack you. The skull rocks. I have no hammer to pound that down. I can't get past it. Obviously, swimming won't get you anywhere. The ferry is still there. There's no enemies. Now... you can still go in here. It seems like everything indoors is fine. This tree's still here. You're new here, aren't you? Or did you come here looking for the Triforce? Well, you're too late. It will obey only the first person who touches it, the man who last claimed the powerful wish for this world. It reflects his heart. I came here because of greed for the power, golden power, and look what happened to me. To restore the golden land, or the sacred realm, a person worthy of the golden power must defeat the man who created this place. Until that time, I'm stuck in this bizarre shape. But what a mischievous thing to leave lying around. The power of gold. Yes, yes, yes. Skulls! Okay. There is a pre-release version of these skulls too, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I did not add those to the game. Alright, so, normally, y'all, about right here. If you have a good eye, you can see the monkey following you. Obviously, that didn't happen. So, I thought, okay, maybe I did trigger him, but he's just like underneath the layer of the screen or something. But maybe he still actually is following me. Sadly, no. I cannot enter the first dungeon at all. Therefore, I cannot get the hammer. Therefore, I cannot proceed to do anything else in the game. I haven't tried walking around here though, but I doubt it's gonna do anything. So yeah. The game at this point is broken. I cannot proceed. So I have to figure out what the heck happened. What I could do, thankfully, the sprite editor that I have. Honestly, I think this happened because I used another editor that was for the overworld called Hyrule Magic. And I was editing dungeons and screwing with that, and I think that messed up other dungeon and overworld screens. So, oops. Yeah, I think that is actually what happened. Thankfully, the sprite editor I'm using, as I was saying, lets you copy and paste into another editor of the same thing. So I think I'm just gonna get a brand new ROM, copy and paste the sprite files that I have, and do that. But that's all, everything that I have for the moment. There are some Dark World things I have edited. Obviously, I can't. Excuse me, wow. I can't showcase those unless I do a walkthrough walls glitch. Which I forgot how to do that. I'm not gonna take the time to do that at the moment. But that is that, you guys. So I'm gonna keep editing this. I'm gonna begin work on. I'm still doing storyboarding and planning and how I'm gonna actually make the sequences flow in the video, but I'm gonna make a long video detailing everything I've changed, why I changed it, including the text. And I'll have comparison images as well. So I'm not gonna like say a lot about it while I'm making the video. I'm just gonna kind of save everything because I like leaking things. I like giving secrets and hints, and I need to stop doing that. But yeah, that's that. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, let me know. Any suggestions, let me know about editing the game. So that's my stream for today. Tomorrow, from 2 to 4 Pacific, I'm going to stream more Wind Waker, and then I'm going to actually get back into Final Fantasy XII finally, as long as I'm still feeling well. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for the new subscriber. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the shares and likes. I enjoy hanging out with you guys every single day, whenever I'm feeling well. Other than that, bye.